And at this point, this is when the player takes over and is going to battle with all of these guys. Now she has the ability to shoot things. We'll be able to shoot in direction, so I'll be able to shoot that guy, and however many times someone else appears there, I'll be able to shoot these guys and this guy, and we'll trick that into working since they're on different levels as far as like perspective is concerned, and since we're dealing with just a 2D image and and sprites, it's not like I can move in and out convincingly without just looking like shitty resizing or whatever. So I'm not going to do that. There will be tricks that we produce along the way that where I will do that, but they're not going to be part of the normal gameplay. So anyway, we're going to deal with those shots and whatnot. And pretty much with what this illustrates is as soon as we have this shot here where we get to see everything again and kind of reinforce the amount of people that are now going to be against her, and we'll figure out if we need more guards over here or whatever. And also too, one last thing, as far as before I keep going with the framing, is the Burner is going to help me, and whether he lives or dies, I'm not really sure yet, but he is going to help me the best he can. So I'm not just fighting all of these guys by myself, even though it will sometimes seem like it. So what this is I'm framing up. This is what we're going to move into a close up of this. So this is going to be the camera, what we see, and so we can see a closer up shot of her fighting all of these bastards, and where she has the ability to move back and forth is from here to here. So I think we would trick her immediately through just kind of like a look over here, check out what I just did sort of way, so that I can move back and forth this way, at least from jumping over here to jumping over there, back above, and fight all the guys in this level here at this plane of perspective. And so this will be the realm that I pretty much have to be in. Yes, of course, I'm not going to close off access to this because but in a way I am. I'm going to be closing it off by the guards that are here that I can't get past. So no matter how hard I try to fire at them, they're always going to either be, if I kill them, there'll be another one to take their place. So basically I'm going to be forcing the character to not be able to go that way until I want them to. So at this point, I go to fight. Burner jumps up on here, jumps over there, and while he's fighting, he's probably got his gun, or maybe even pulls out his flamethrower, I guess, I don't know. And he's shooting at all these guys and doing his best to avoid everything. So that's just his animation going on in the background. We'll deal with that. And as I start to decrease the amount of waves of bad guys that are coming in, so that it kind of gives the player the chance to understand, like, all right, this is starting to slow down here. I can finally start to move left and get to that communications tower. But how the hell am I going to get there? Am I going to run up here? Am I going to go through the door? But that's not going to happen because that's back where the crazy Dr. Fubaro did something, turned into something. I can go this way, but there might be, maybe this big guy's still here. I don't know. So initially, it's just going to be me fighting, Burner trying to help out, and as we start to wind down these waves, I'll start to get the chance to move this way. And we'll lead the player in that direction, either by Burner jumping over there, because he really is going to be a big help with helping to lead the player when we need them to move in a spot that they weren't before. So by this point, I'll be making my way this way. Burner has jumped on here, and he's going to be helping take care of some of the guards up here. He's going to be snapping their necks or whatever. And let's see. And he tells me the best way to get up here is not going this way to get up the communications thing. There are too many bad guys. Is to just use one of these columns or whatever the hell this is, the extruding from the building, is to basically pull an Assassin's Creed and jump all the way up here, and swing over and then land here on the inside, just over this cliff rim trail ledge. Jeez. And so I go up there, and Burner's doing a good job of taking out some of these guys. In the meantime, I make my way over to the communications tower, and we have these very translucent, I don't think they'll be red, but some sort of translucent box to show me, hey, you need to place the charges here. And so I do. I place a charge there, there, I jump up here, place a charge there, place a charge there, jump off. Now, at this point, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do about the timer. Is it a timer that sets all of them? Is there a timer already set, or is it a remote, or whatever? But basically, the reason I have to figure out something for this part is because I really want, as the bombing starts to happen, I want it to kind of be a surprise, as like, oh shit, that wasn't supposed to happen yet, because I need this this dish to move ahead of her a little bit and then crash a little bit through opening up a hole in the ceiling, which will cause me to fall through the hole as well, kind of dragging me down with it. And I land, unfortunately, I land back in the same place I damn started. And that pile of mush that was previously Dr. Fabaro starts to come alive, and all these tentacles come out, and they are like, I'm gonna get you! Boom, Crooked Heart, the end. Well, thank everyone for playing the demo. That's just going to be a portion of the story and all that stuff. I mean, it is, let's put it this way, it's a portion of the story in that I've taken elements out of the overall story and put them here, and it's kind of did a little patchwork together. Now, when the actual three-part, the 3-act story comes into play with the all of the elements that exist within those, the heartache, the turmoil, the sacrifice. What is a heart? Why is she on this journey? Is she on it for herself, or does she find out later on that she's on it for more than that? Is she altruistic? Is she does she find out that she's not just the anti-hero? She really is this hero, or heroine, or whatever. So that's the gist of it for now. The where we're going with the demo, and kind of the framework that helps me see this is where I need to create for the cinematics and the gameplay. And at the next stage of what I'm going to do is just rough out a couple of parts of the cinematic, put them in Unreal, have it play, then let me go to gameplay, just run the controller around a bit, trigger that next cinematic, run the controller around a bit, trigger that last cinematic, run the controller around a bit, and kind of get an idea of, are these cinematics too long, or are they spaced properly? Am I giving the player enough time to have fun in between these cinematics? So, I guess I can breathe now, instead of continuously talking like I'm talking into a cell phone, and the Siri or Siri-like thing just going like, I don't believe in periods, just keep on going, man, keep on going. Alright, so this is me signing off for now, and yay!